Say hello to Glenda Jackson, Grande Dame of British stage and screen. Glenda, what an absolute honour and a pleasure. How are you finding the Baftas this year in such unconventional ways? Zoom.
I just said to someone who's sitting here with me, you wouldn't believe this if you read it in the script.
Yeah.
So it's quite an unusual and liberating experience.
It is quite dystopian, isn't it? But it's great that everybody's been playing their part, and I'm so pleased you're able to join us. You're nominated for your powerful, very powerful performance as Maud in Elizabeth is Missing. I mean, you're no stranger to awards. How does it feel to be nominated again?
Well, it's always a surprise. I mean, a pleasant surprise. Mm-hmm. But the real thing about Elizabeth is Missing is that it is such a wonderful book, and the script is great. And, you know, it's just such a privilege, really, to appear in it, because what it deals with is something that is being suffered by an increasing number of people, because even despite the COVID pandemic, we are, as a society, living longer. Mm. And how do we deal with these kinds of illnesses that have accompanied us on our longer road?
Yes, and it's a brilliant drama because it's not afraid to tackle that head on in a way that I expected it to be sad, but it was sad, but also your character is endearing and funny and warm. I thought it was an incredible performance. How did it feel performing as her?
Well, thank you for that. But she is a fascinating character. And of course, it's based on the realities of life. One of the things I found most difficult was precisely what you said. You know, she was pleasant, she was charming, and then suddenly she could become this vicious individual. And fortunately, we were privileged to meet with some of the doctors who are with the Society for Dementia. And I asked one of them, where does this fury come from? And she said, frustration. And that I could understand. And that was a great help.
That absolutely comes across, that vulnerability and the great humanity of her trying to deal with what must be such a terrible situation for both her character and the people around her.
I was about to say, I mean, it's not something that is exclusive to the actual victim of these diseases. It has such a terrible, terrible impact and effect on their families, you know, where they are unrecognised by their parents, if their parents, in some instances, and that is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, very heartbreaking. And it's a wonderful, wonderful piece of television, an incredible performance from yourself. You took a break from acting for a while, about 20 years, wasn't it, that you were in politics, I think?
23, to be precise.
23, I beg your pardon, I do beg your pardon. What brought you back to our TV screens?
Well, it was quite by chance, actually. I left being an MP, and the first thing I did was for BBC Radio, and then I was asked to do a play, and I did a play, and I did another play in New York, and then the script of Elizabeth is Missing arrived, and it is, I think, a privilege to be allowed to participate in something that I had been beefing on about for quite a period of time. How do we care for ourselves when we get to the stage where these illnesses try to take it over?
Yes, absolutely. And, well, it is our privilege that we get to see you performing so brilliantly and also bringing the matter to our screen. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for joining us, Glenda Jackson.